Some Costa Rican Tarasu coffee over here, courtesy of Daniel Pfeiffer. Thank you so much, brother. Guys, check out my review on my B channel, Coffee, Computers, and More. I'll try to put a link to it in this video when we get done. How's everybody doing? How are we doing today? It is July. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Let's see. Travis T's out there. Flying Ninja Monkeys is out there. Let's see. Oh, Travis T says, mine seems to be sweeping the barracks floors for mines, LOL. So real quick, let's just talk about what we got going on here today. We have our July Patreon patron drawing. I'm doing a little bit early this month. I'm going to be pretty busy here at the end of July. And I've got like 6 or 7 videos sitting in my cache over at YouTube, and I'll release 1 or 2 videos a week for the next 3 or 4 weeks. So if you're a patron of mine, you won't see a whole lot of new content in about the next 4 weeks, but that's just typical when school starts back up. So what we do here, guys, is we have a monthly drawing where I give away all kinds of stuff. You never know what it's going to be. Some of it is stuff from Tac Pack. Some of it are things that I bought or things that I've tried and so on. And when you become a patron of mine, now don't get me wrong, I do non-Patreon drawings. I do a lot of them, like a 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 subscriber giveaway. In fact, at 25,000 subscribers, we gave away a Ruger Wrangler revolver. And so anyway, but if you're a patron of mine for $1 a month, what happens is your little soldier gets put in the box. We've got the barracks right here, the barracks army box, like this is G-Webs right here. And you go in the box, and then we shake and wake everybody up. We draw out one of the soldiers, and then at that point, that person's going to win whatever we have for the monthly drawing. If you win, you go back in the box. You could potentially win every single month. I think it's only happened maybe once that we had a person win 2 months, not consistent months, but 2 months out of the entire year. But anyway, so we're good to go. We got the stuff all set. So I want to show you what I'm going to give away this month, just so you have an idea. If you want it to be a total surprise, don't watch this. But I've only got 50 patrons right now, and that's totally cool. So you got a pretty good chance of winning if you are a patron of mine. Let's see who's joining in out there. Defense Dad said, yo. WB says, hey, I got my stuff. Thanks. You are welcome. I tend to send it through UPS, by the way. DM Foz says, hump, hump. Midnight Rage TM is out there. So we could win Travis P11s today. Well, yes, possibly Midnight Range. Tailgate Tiger says, in the house. DM Foz says, what up, yo? And Hootie Who's giving me a little bit of a clapping signal. So let's just get right into it. Let's go ahead and show off what we're going to be giving away. And I should have a couple minutes to kind of hang around if you guys have any questions or anything about the channel that you'd like to know and so on. So here's what we're giving away for the month of July. We got a little bit of everything, man. This is just awesome. I am, unfortunately, all out of the Browning socks from SS Pawn. Those are all gone. Hold on. My God, that's good coffee. So, but we do have this. We do have the official SS Pawn ball cap. I've got about 4 or 5 more of these. They are listed with Lexington, Nebraska on the back. Official SS Pawn swag. It's always nice to have a nice cap for the range. Nice little cap that you can wear around. We're also going to give away a stock. This has got the little bolster built into it to give you a higher cheek comb and shell carrier on the side. It's like a little neoprene sleeve that you slip on that's got a pouch on it, shell carrier, and a cheek riser built into it for your gun stock. This will work great on any rifle. Always kind of nice to have something like that. We're also going to give away the limited edition. These are created by G-Webs. I've got a deck of the visual Kalashnikov recognition cards. These are actual playing cards. They have a history of different AKs and AK variants on the back of each card, which is sweet. And so we're going to give away a deck of these. I don't even think you can find these anymore. These are highly prized collector's items. And then for fun, since it's still summertime and you might be on the road with your family, we're going to throw in Roadkill Bingo. Roadkill Bingo. This thing is sweet. Like, it's got dead armadillos, dead rabbits, dead deer, flat tires, funky smells. This thing is awesome. This works great if you're going across Nebraska. You will see all these things, except for the armadillos. I think you have to go further south into Kansas, if I'm not mistaken. That's Gizzard Gary territory. So Roadkill Bingo with the instructions. You get a full set. I think it's enough for 4 people to play along. We're also going to give away some of the exclusive Costa Rican Tarasu coffee that I just reviewed this morning on my B channel, Coffee, Computers, and More. And this little burlap bag actually came with some K-Cups that I got. And if you want the coffee ground, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to send you whole bean. This stuff is amazing. It just smells fantastic. And the burlap, it kind of gives it that Etsy kind of homemade feel to it. It's got that Travis P11 logo on there. I need my own coffee. That's what I need. I need to start roasting my own Target blend. On Target blend is what we're going to call it. Okay. There we go. OTB coffee. And so anyway, you're going to get enough here to make a couple pots of coffee. I'm going to share some of my Costa Rican with you. And that was roasted by Daniel Pfeiffer. And then we're also going to throw in, this is kind of cool, man. It's an old school GPS, okay? Now, what's sweet about this is it locks onto GPS satellites. It doesn't need a cell phone signal, and the base map in it constantly updates itself for routes and roads and so on. And I've got 2 of these. I've had this for a very long time, and what's cool about it, you got a backlit screen. It is water resistant. When you get a 2 satellite fix, it can give you your coordinates and show where you're at on the map. When you get a 5 satellite fix, you get what's called the 3D fix. It's going to show your elevation, your current elevation going up and down. It's going to show your location. These things are freaking sweet. You can throw this in your bug out bag, just throw a set of batteries in there and just forget about it. Get a set of batteries that last like 10 years. Just put them in a baggie or something. Throw that in your bag, and you don't have to rely on your cell phone. This thing will always get a signal as long as it's got the GPS satellites in outer space that are running. So we're going to throw the Lowrance iFinder Go in there this month, which is really cool. I've never even reviewed it. I've had 2 of them for a long time. Going to throw a little 5.56 caliber identification band in there. And then, of course, you know, we got to throw in some gun media swag, right? So let's see what we're giving away this month. I think we gave away the Yankee Marshall Kool-Aid patch last month, if I'm not mistaken. So we have a patch from Florida Carry. Okay, and some of this came from the 2-way patch 2019. We've also got a budget guns and gear reviews patch that's going to go out to you. You can add that to your collection. Okay, this is another exclusive one, man. Garage Guns SC. This guy loads a wicked 6.5 Creedmoor round for me. These are amazing hand loads that I purchased from him. So Garage Guns Media. A sweet little blackout coffee sticker. Put that on your ammo box or put it on your locker up at work. Let's see, a little Bravo Force sticker for you. You can put that on there anywhere that you want. Beretta Man 2-way Defender, limited edition swag. Check out his channel. We've also got a little something from Clover Tack. Clover sent me a whole bunch of stickers. Very cool stuff. I got a bunch of Clover Tack media, so we're going to give away a Clover Tack sticker. I've got a couple on my gun safe. And then also you got to throw in the Palmetto State Armory sticker. So that's what we're giving away this month. And we also have a really cool drawing lined up for next month. Okay, we got even neater items that we're going to be giving away. So the coffee thing is just going to probably be a one-time thing because I've only got one little burlap bag that we're going to be giving away this month. So we'll get the GPS in there and the cheek riser shell holder, the SS pawn hat, the Roadkill Bingo. We're going to call this the Summer Fun Hit the Road Drawing Pack. That's what we're going to call this. It's going to be sent to you via UPS. And just as proof that everybody's in the box, I audit every month, okay, all 50 of my patrons. If somebody has been taken off the list, I look them up and I take them off the checklist and I pull them out. So all 50 of you that are patrons of mine, you are in the box right now. So real quick, let's buzz back to the comments and see if you guys are saying anything here. Gun Toting Pacifist says, I have to get to work, but you got my address. Midnight Range says, what happens when the aliens take over the satellites like that in documentary Independence Day? Well, then you got to use your cell phone. So what else we got here? E-Rock says, if I win, I might pee myself. Well, I hope not. If you got to go pee, you better go right now. If I tell you how high you are, Honda would love it. It tells you how high you are. Honda would. Yeah, no, elevation, DM Foss, elevation. E-Rock says, wow. DM Foss says, should I wait until I lose to complain or can I get a head start? AK cards, what do I do? Awesomeness, those cards are cool stock. How's the Nebraska weather right now? Hooty hoo. We had a nice thunderstorm push through last night and it was like 65 degrees when I woke up this morning. It's nice and cool. It's windy out, overcast. We probably got a couple inches of rain overnight. Humidity's finally down. The wind is up. It's beautiful because it's been in like the 90s. It's been feeling a lot like Orlando, Florida in the summertime. It's been like 50, 60% humidity, 40, 50, 60% humidity with like 90 degrees. It's just been crazy. So anyway, all right, let's go ahead and do the drawing. I'm going to switch back to my Caliber Corner gun tube view. Yes, I'm enjoying this. All right, and the winner of this month's July drawing is... Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? The winner is... Yesterday's Pomade. Yesterday's Pomade. You got it, brother. and you just became a patron of mine last month, man. Yesterday's pomade, congratulations, good job. Yesterday's pomade, I need a mailing address. I'm not sure if you're watching this right now, but if you are, and I know you've been commenting on my videos for a long time, you've been watching the Caliber Corner podcast for a long time, and thank you so much for your support. Yesterday's pomade goes back in the box for next month. Here you go. All right, so that's it, guys. That's what we're doing for the drawing. Congratulations to yesterday's pomade. So I got a few minutes here. Anything on your minds right now you want to talk about before we take off? Any good guns out there right now? I don't know what I should be picking up. I have no idea what I'm going to get. I wish that High Point would hurry up and get their Gen 2 Yeet cannon out there. And let's see what else is good out there. I want to pick up a G3C, but not until they get it in the OD green frame. So as soon as they get those out, which will probably be in a couple months, I'm going to pick up one of those. DM Voss. Ratson, Fratson, Ritson, Fratson. Congrats, pomade. Grumble, grumble, grumble. DM Voss, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. So, at some point, man, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen, man. You can send the stuff to me. I'll get it to him. Please delete this video immediately. Okay. Yeah, I think I got an email like that from a Nigerian prince the other day too, Midnight Range. So let's see. What is your EDC, Keith Gregory says? My EDC, I've bounced between many different models. Because I have a tactical muffin top, I tend to go for a thinner EDC, something that's easier for me to hide that doesn't get caught on my my tactical muffin top. So I EDC a Ruger EC9S or EC9S. It's their little budget model. I love the trigger on it. I shoot it really well. It's very reliable. I know it's only like an A+1, but I'm currently in the market to upgrade my EDC. I was really tempted to go with the Glock 36, which is the single stack 45, since Glock refuses to release a single stack 10 millimeter. Let's see. You need to pick up a 44 Magnum. Guns and Barbecue. I tested one on the channel, a Rossi Snubnose 44 Magnum, and in my lifetime, I have never shot a more painful handgun ever. Every time you pull the trigger on a Snubnose 44 mag, it is just like slamming your hand on a table as hard as you possibly can, man. I'll tell you what, if I get a 44 Magnum, it would probably be a Desert Eagle. So that's what I'm going to have to do. Flying Ninja Monkey says, can we court martial my army guy for dereliction of duty? Netflutter says, show us a Corgi. Okay, I think we can do that. He is just out right now because we went for about a mile, almost a 2-mile walk this morning. Let's get him over there. Charlie, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Are you sleeping over there? I know, I'm sorry I woke you up. Your fans want to see you. Your fans, I don't know if you guys, he's not very interested. He's like, bro, let me go back to sleep. I know. I got to get that tabletop review of the Corgi done. I want to try to make it fun and funny, but he's not very trained. Like he's not like he'll sit and he'll let stuff go when he grabs onto stuff, but I just don't really have him trained well. I'm a horrible dog owner. I need to fix that. We're going on 3 years now, and I haven't done much more than just the basics with him. So let's see. No pain, no gain. So yeah, Keith, back to what you're saying. I think I'm going to probably switch over to a G2C and OD green as soon as I get a hold of one for my new EDC. And that's because I like to have a little bit more capacity. I think that's a 12+1 and the G2C. And I can get one in black. And they've got one locally here at the Shields for $279. They also have the satin and black full-size G3. Now, I also, in the wintertime, my EDC, when I've got a heavy winter coat on, or if I'm on the road, I do travel with a Glock 17 Gen 4, which I do inside the waistband carry in a 3 o'clock position. And really, it's not as hard as a lot of people think. I've got a nice Kydex holster for it that's got some padding behind it. It's a Klinger holsters, if I'm not mistaken, inside the waistband. I think it's like a Stingray 3 or something like that. And that is a wonderful holster for that kind of an application. So it's a big gun, but man, that with 2 mags, I feel fairly capable. So that's what I do for my EDC in the wintertime. I bounce between a couple different guns. And it's so cold here in Nebraska in the wintertime. Like you can go into stores and stuff with your coat on and you're not going to get uncomfortably warm like a lot of your big stores and shopping places. So it's easier to conceal the full-size gun. And in my car, I mean, I've got a heavy coat on anyway, so that's generally what I roll with. So let's see. Guns and Barbecue says, if you have the tactical muffin top, then I can't recommend the 329 PD enough. I wish I was closer to you and I'd let you shoot mine. Much better than the Rossi, LOL. The Rossi's a cool gun. I mean, it's very well built. They become kind of a collector's item, but man, I'd love to try something else. I've been playing around with some revolvers lately, and I've been really having a good time with those. Ozzy Osbourne says, pick up a SIG 365 XL. It's funny you say that because I was hanging out with Foose about a month ago when he was in Omaha for a shooting competition, and I got to handle the 365 XL. That is a nice gun. That would probably be the only thing that could steer me away from a G3C. Okay, now Dexter Doncor says, where can I find a great used 40 cal? And what do you think about the Walther Creed? Okay, so used 40 cals, you kind of missed your window on that. There was a ton of them that was at. If you look up any of these police trade-in gun websites that are out there, I'm trying to think. I think Rural King has a listing form online, but then also, oh god, just type in police trade-in pistols. I think Classic Farms had them for like $349, but I was seeing them for like $299 or $279. If you check your gun shows, for one thing, there's a lot of 40s that are floating around right now. And like at our Shields here in Lincoln, Nebraska, they have a used case. And for the longest time, they always had some 40s floating around. They even had some H&K 40s that were running like $450, $500. Thoughts on the Walther Creed? For what it is, it's a big handgun. To me, it kind of looks like a refined High Point, but the quality is leaps and bounds above that, obviously. But those Walther Creeds were $299 over at CDNN. And I think they're maybe $349, $379. I don't know what they are right now. If you can get one under $400, I think they're fine for what they are. I think the triggers are great. I've only seen a few videos on them. I know the late Boy Scout did a review on his, and I think it ran well. I don't think it had any issues whatsoever. I think they're great as like a home defense or just a range all-around handgun. I wish they would do the Creed in other calibers, though. Melvinette says, I like my SP-101 for carry. Oh, man, definitely. Dan, the other gun I was considering, but unfortunately they're all sold out right now. I kind of missed my window to pick it up, is the SIG P229. They are the SIG certified that CDNN was selling for $499. I really should have just bought one because they had them in 40, and I could have swapped out the barrel and did a 357 SIG conversion for like $180. And so, and those come with a 1-year SIG warranty, 2 magazines, 12+1. And I know it's kind of interesting, man. Dexter Doncor says, thanks, love your channel. Hey, no problem, man. Appreciate you watching. Thank you. I was reading a very interesting article the other day. It got kind of scientific. It was talking about, is there really any difference between 9 and 40 and 45 when it really gets down to it, especially if you're buying loads that have similar ballistics? The actual size of the compacted bullet upon full expansion, there was not a whole lot of difference between the three, and the amount of wound cavity difference was not much different. Now, it's kind of an apples and oranges comparison because depending on what kind of bullet you go with, that determines what kind of tearing characteristics it has once it enters the tissue. It was interesting that there wasn't, it was a bigger factor, and this article I read got into FBI studies, and they weren't even trying to sell anything. It was just a little investigation into which caliber to go with, and they were talking ballistics, gel tests. They were talking, number of people actually killed with certain calibers, how many shots did it take, and in the end of the article, the funniest thing is all it really came down to is shot placement. If you got somebody who's jacked up on adrenaline and you don't hit the central nervous system or center mass, you don't cause them to bleed out or hit an artery, they're going to keep coming at you. And so it's just a matter of shot placement. So it doesn't matter if you've got a 22 or 22 Magnum, 380, 9, 40, 45, 10 millimeter. Obviously, some calibers are going to have catastrophic damage you're going to do when somebody is hit with them, say like a 50 AE, right? I mean, that's just that you can't get past just the shock that happens once it hits the body. But for a lot of your 9, 40, 45s, it's more of shot placement than it is caliber size, which is kind of why I've just been kind of bouncing between, do I want to upgrade to a 40? Do I want to go with the 45? Do I want to go with the 357 SIG? Doesn't really matter. And so I would think maybe, if anything, I just need a lot more practice. So I don't know. Lies, all lies. Hashtag 40 cal for life. DM Foz, I love the 40 cal, man. The 40 cal Spear Gold Dot's one of my favorite rounds. So, all right. What does it take to do a 357 SIG conversion? I keep hearing people mention it. Fiend Dog, yeah, barrel swapping. The magazines are compatible. I don't think there's any difference in the recoil spring. I wanted to get the 229 in a 357 SIG originally, mainly because I think the 40 cal barrels are a little bit cheaper. But unfortunately, after the shooting happened down in the Texas church where the Texas guy shot the guy with his 357 SIG, a lot of those 357 SIGs basically disappeared overnight once the gun was mentioned that the man used to take down the bad guy. That P229, I think, is what he was carrying. And so, man, those things just like overnight, because I've been checking CDN daily, kind of watching quantity, thinking maybe I want to pick one up because, they're $500 and they even had the rail on them and stuff. But I don't know. So for me, I don't know what I want to do yet. I definitely want to get myself a G2C. Want to test it out on the channel too. I'm always late to test the Taurus series guns, unfortunately. So yeah, or maybe like I said, the Glock G36, but it's just a single stack 45 with only like 5 or 6 rounds in it. So that's just a thought too. So, whoo, man, I'll tell you what. Okay, so I think we will probably go ahead and call it. So once again, yesterday's pomade, congratulations. If you're watching this, I will be messaging you through Patreon. And then I've got another person that's a new subscriber. So yesterday's pomade, when I get your address, I'm going to throw a Travis P11 sticker in there. I think Mike Miller, if you're watching this, I don't know if I got a sticker to you yet. If I didn't, let me know, and I'll definitely get one sent to you. I think I need to work on getting some patches for you guys too. So anyway, that's it, guys. We're going to go ahead and call it. I'll be releasing a new video tomorrow. Pretty much every Thursday towards the end of the week, I like to release new videos. I might maybe push it up to Wednesdays instead to kind of split up the week between Caliber Corner on Saturday and then a new video on Wednesday. And I've got about 5 or 6 more videos I need to try to film here before school starts back up. So anyway, that's it, guys. I want you to have fun, be safe. Patrons, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It gets expensive. I'm not going to lie to you. Pretty much my disposable income, my allowance, so to speak, goes into guns and ammo in the channel. And on a lot of the videos that you watch, I mean, I am set up for AdSense. I'm not going to lie to you, but a lot of my ranged videos get smacked with limited or no ads. So I might make a quarter off the video or 50 cents. I don't nearly cover the expense of what it costs to go out and film one of those videos, especially when you look at ammo, target cost, range membership, mileage, and blah, blah, blah. But it's all part of having the channel. You know, for the longest time, I wasn't monetized. And now that I am, it's kind of nice because I can grow the channel and buy stuff for the channel, guns and cameras and stuff like that. But on the other side, it does kind of suck when YouTube stings you with that. Enough of my complaining. All right, so let's see who is joining us today. We've got DM Foz, Midnight Range, TM, Fiend Dog 27, Dexter Donkor in the house, Melvin Nut, Ozzy Orsborn in the house. Let's see who else is out there. Guns and Barbecue, Midnight Range TM, Melvin Nut, Flying Ninja Monkeys, William Trader, Keith Gregory, Travis T, E-Rock, Hootie Hoo, WB. And did I miss anybody? I don't think so. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Check it out. You can check me out over on Patreon. My Patreon channel name is TravisP11. It's pretty creative. And in the meantime, guys, I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. Y'all take care and have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.